Australia clash at the WACA ground Perth. Yesterday, as the first of the double header of this weekend, West Indies defeated Pakistan quite easily. Today, they play Australia in a game vital to both sides. Pakistan leads the Benson Hedges World Series Cup table with 6 points from 6 matches. Australia and West Indies each have 4 from 4 games, and today's match absolutely vital to both teams. The pitch in perfect condition, the same pitch as was used the day before for the West Indies-Pakistan clash. No grass on it at all, but it's very, very hard, has a white, shiny look about it, and there's no doubt at all that, at least in the first half hour, it will give the pace bowlers some assistance. But the bounce will be the main thing. There won't be much movement, and the batsmen later on should come into their own. The conditions, well, absolutely magnificent. Not a cloud in the sky, and the outfield known short. It should be very fast, and a massive crowd in. I reckon it's the biggest crowd I've ever seen at the WACA ground Perth, something between 20 and 25,000, eclipsing the former record between Australia and England when they had their first test match here. We pick up play now in the first over today. Michael Holding's coming in to bowl to Rick Darling. He's
bowled in, round his leg, and Darling goes ball by Holding. The West Indies absolutely jubilant. Australia 1 for 10. Well, we saw it a couple of balls ago. Darling going across and Michael Holding obviously saw it too. What a great delivery. Just missing the outside pad and collecting the leg stump on the way through. West Indies ecstatic with that early breakthrough. Rick Darling on his way back. Australia 1 for 10.
Greg Chappell comes in facing a hat-trick, and unfortunately for Greg, it's a hat-trick of ducks. Greg Chappell with that now.
And he's gone. He's out for his third successive shot. Greg Chappell out first ball, and the West Indians are just beside themselves. Greg Chappell, a duck in the test, a duck in the last one-day international against Pakistan, and now a first ball duck here. Caught Haynes, bowled by Holding, and well thought out. A lot of planning has gone into this dismissal. The bouncer first up. Greg Chappell caught in no man's land, fending it off, took his eye off it, presenting Desmond Haynes with a nice simple catch behind a square leg. Greg Chappell on his way back for a duck. When he's hit it, he's down, and Brewster shot with that sharply rising delivery, but he seems to be all right. He's getting to his feet, but it really was a most horrendous delivery. Brute of a ball from Michael Holding, shaking up Bruce Laird, and this one I don't know of any batsman that could ever contend with this ball. Look how quickly it gets up. Bruce Laird, great courage. He went down. He's now up on his feet, but a brute of a ball from Michael Holding. That's out, Albert Avenue, and even without having seen the replay, I reckon it must have been pretty plumb. The first ball from Marshall, 3 for 30 Australia, deep in trouble, Laird the man out.
With Laird, I think just relaxing at the possibility of having a bowler slightly less speedier than Holding, attempting to deflect that ball off the line of the stump, and it was absolutely dead straight as you saw. It would have hit middle stump, and Laird moving too far across towards the offside, hit across the line of the ball and paid the penalty. So he goes out, and the total is now 3 for 30.
Up to Tim Hughes. First real stroke of authority, the first militant stroke, and it came from Tim Hughes. And what a reaction.
The first real show of aggression that we have seen in this Australian innings.
Here's Malcolm Martin.
contact with that ball. Just watch the positioning here. Just moved slightly inside at the last moment.
Painful way of protecting his wicket.
There's a big shot in the distance. He's going to be out. Oh, it's Hughes. Hughes in front of the stumps there. The ball shied at. And now they're running. And the crowd love it. Well, one run there. Joel Garner couldn't see the stumps and therefore couldn't throw. When he did, he hit Hughes. And that was quite right, King Hughes taking that run. You watch there that Garner picks up and forks and then throws, and Hughes gets up and takes the run, and that's fair enough. What a match. Yes. Well, that's in the air, this will be out. Or could it be safe? No, he's gone, well taken. Well, Michael Holding running a long, long way to catch that one. Hughes going for the hook again, getting the top edge, the ball skying high in the air, and Holding running miles to catch it. And that's one of the best catches one would ever want to see. He must have covered 60 metres to get to that catch by the Australian vice captains going for the hook. Got a top edge, and watch this man run. Magnificent catch. Made it look easy. And that's a great break through the West Indians. 4 for 62.
Marshall to Graham Wood.
And he's dropped him. Well, that was a pretty orthodox nick there, and it seemed that Dujon had it covered. Instead, they get two. A definite chance there. He did go quite wide. It might have been going straight to Clive Lloyd. Should have caught that. It's the same. He left-hander. He had plenty of time. He moved late, very late. And that was a regulation catch. So he made it very difficult.
So to Graham Wood.
That one bounces, and that hurt Wood. I think it might have hit him on the glove. Good delivery. This is one of the problems with Joel Garner. It's just short of a good length. And Wood fends it away and jams the finger between the ball and the back handle. Played it fairly well. He's on the ball, but it's a nasty delivery. Garner again. That's short and hooked away. Well played too. It's going to be 4 running around to the boundary down there. That's a beautiful shot by Wood. The home crowd really loving that hook shot. Joel Garner fraction short in his half, and Wood a good hooker. Oh, what a good ball. That one nipping back, and Border didn't know what had happened. An inside edge, no it wasn't, it was a leg by. Border beaten all ends up there by Marshall, 4 leg byes. And Dujon there, moving late again. Beautiful delivery this. The leg cutter, and the wicketkeeper far too slack, should have been a... And the leg side is gone. He did it straight down, leg slip, throat, and that's Border out. Border leg slip by back. And that's wicket to Clive Lloyd. His captaincy this morning has been superb. 2 slips in a gully, a leg gully, and Border hitting in the air, rolled the wrist straight down the leg gully throat, and a fine piece of bowling by Marshall, but a great piece of captaincy by Clive Lloyd. 5 for 78. In the air, and he tipped it straight up the mid-wicket. Oh, nothing was going right for Australia Law. Out there, caught by Logie at mid-wicket. Just a little chip by Rod Marsh into the inner ring, and Logie made no mistake, so Rod Marsh out for a duck. Well, we did it probably on what his tactic should be, Tony. I thought he probably should have gone after him from the start. He waited to come on and just played a little chip shot. Simple regulation catch, and Rodney Marsh to pass, and that's disastrous for the Australian team. 6 for 80. Gained in boundaries, and the fourth boundary to the bowling of England. Going good back quickly, good shot, that's the bounce 12. And going outside off stump, it's terrific to Graham Wood. Well hit, and that's 4. to 110. And Graham Wood moves on to top score. Just squeezed past the keeper. And it's gone all the way off the bottom edge and nearly gets the bonus boundary. Four handy runs from Dennis Roy, looking for the drive. Curves a little in the air. Got an edge, just bouncing short of Dujon. Garner to Wood. Good shot. He's played a couple of those today. A better shot, too, when you consider that he has wounded bottom hand, right hand. In which case it would be his left. The one he was hit earlier. And he's quite often been taking his hand off the bat in playing the straight. Graham Wood, 49. And there's the 50. And that's one of the best innings I've seen young Graham Wood play. Totally responsible. And he held together the middle of this Australian innings just when it was falling apart.
Certainly kept his head down and hasn't had any irrational sort of stroke. So Richard's bowling his ninth over.
It's a great shot. Over extra cover. And that is very sensible cricket. Lillian Wood had his catch before the start of this over. They know that Richards only has this over plus one more to go.
And here's the bowler who can be hit.
Richards even half a chance.
But not only an athletic piece of fielding, a tremendous piece of intelligence. With Richards realizing that Wood would have difficulty making good his ground at the far end, realizing that Lilly was home, throwing on the turn and catching Wood well short of the crease. So that's the end of a great innings from Graham Wood. He ran out for 54, total 6 to 100 and 7 to 150.
Really good piece of bowling as well. Three good Yorkers to Jeff Lawson.
Three successive to the visible west. Right on target, right on the top.
Two previous balls have been on Lawson's leg cut.
Good night.
Very close to the start of the day. Here's smash straight down the ground. Takes Australia on to 8 to 1 and 5. Over now. Goal to Lilly.
And this was unintentional of the man.
He's running up. Yes, it's unbelievable. But we can have a winner like that. Still, with 2 overs to go, less than 1 minute.
This was, I think, predictable because there has not been a great understanding between these two batsmen, between the wickets. And at the same time, the Palmer knows the ball and taking it up at 5 yards. Very bad piece of cricket, and the entire cricket over for Palmer. And this is only a major justice to look after that kind of ball. Oh, really?
Good shot. Right to the spot from where that man Stephen had been taken. 4 more to have a fully. Goes on now to 37. Television is valuable here.
What a great bounce for Australia there, because Lilly
at least it gives the bowlers something to bowl at, and that must have been in Dennis Hurley's mind, I suppose, when he was battling away out there with Graham Wood in the course of that splendid 70-run partnership. That was a fine effort, good common sense batting, and I thought Wood played extremely well. He had a damaged hand, his bottom hand was hit early on, and he stuck to it very well indeed. Bit of bounce there in the pitch for the bowlers, whether it will be there for the Australian bowlers, and they bowled against the West Indians is quite another matter. Thought Holding bowled very well, so too did Garner, and in fact all of them did well, and their fielding was absolutely magnificent. So they needed 3.78 and over to beat the Australians. Now, in theory, it would seem that they should do that quite easily.
That's gone way up in the air down towards square leg for four. And Scott Backers followed that up by playing a very good one, right off the middle of the bat.
First round to Backett. This one he wasn't ever inside the line of the ball, but he gave it to Big Heath-Ho over square leg.
Dennis Hurley now bowling to Desmond Payne.
Once again, beautiful. Off the legs there. Beautifully played by the Richards. Well, that is a classic on drive. Before pitched up and just a little bit too straight and whipped away to the square leg boundary for 4.
That's why Ricky Benaud rates this man the best batsman in the world. The glorious shots to the balls that are offline, beautifully fired.
Thompson. And that's 4-2. Played away on the offside. This time that one just a little short outside off stump, and Vivian Richards cutting it down to the boundaries for 4.
Thompson conceded 8 runs, so he must go flat out. He just can't try and bowl straight and medium pace. He has to bowl genuine pace. And he's going to be tested today, as is Richards and Lloyd. So it's a great battle. Bat against ball on a good wicket. What a glorious square cut. And he's hooked that forward and square. He really punched that hard. Short on the back foot. And hitting it through square leg for 4.
One of the best shots of the day, that one from Viv Richards. It was a quick delivery from Thompson. He was back on the back foot and belted that one through square leg. Just tremendous power. Thompson testing him out with the short one. Just flicking it away. Didn't even budge from the crease.
Tremendous occasion that was, just before the test against England. And he's gone with that again. That's 4 more. He just don't bowl short to Richards in this mood. 11 off the over, and it's now 2 for 63.
Lawson to Lloyd.
And he's lashed that through the offside. That's 4 runs. The 11th boundary of the West Indies innings. And that really is a characteristic Clive Lloyd shot.
And afford to bowl wide to Clive Lloyd. And he smashed that one through the cover. Picked it up on the half volley. Hit through it. And slow outfield there, right of the wicket.
Dennis Lilly now to Clive Lloyd.
That'll go for 4. Fifth down to fine leg by Lloyd. Bit of balance pad, I think, eventually coming off the pad, but an effective stroke. Glided by Lloyd for 4. He moves on at the end of the over to 20 of the West Indies. 2 for 78.
Lawson to Lloyd.
That's over the top. Lloyd just standing up and lifting Lawson right over the top for 4.
The slower delivery from Jeff Thompson and well sorted out by Clive Lloyd. Hit it straight. One of the best shots in the book in move over cricket. No danger, there's no one down there. Hit it beautifully. 4th boundary for Clive Lloyd now. He's only 24.
And he's banged that through. He's really clubbing this ball with all of his power. Uses a very heavy bat, of course, and he's in good form this season. And that 5th boundary is typical of Lloyd.
What a savage mood he's in. First one hit straight down the ground. That one hit square on the offside.
Lawson now to Vivian Richards. And here's a lesson about how not to bowl to this great batsman. And what a beautiful stroke. 100 comes up, and it is absolutely fatal to bowl to that fellow in that position.
As Jeff Thompson found out his cost. And he pitched short to Viv Richards. And in the space of 3 overs, conceded 20 runs.
That's an even better one. Well, if Lawson is trying to bowl to those 2 men down there for a catch, it's going to be a very close position. 4, and then a brilliant 6. That was a lovely shot. But that's not very sensible bowling.
It certainly isn't, because of all the strokes that Richards has played in that area of backward square leg. He hasn't miscued one.
Lawson again. And that's bad bowling. And it's a field set for bad bowling too. You don't need 2 men behind square leg out there for catch against Viv Richards. There's no point in trying to have him caught out there on that stroke. 4-6-4, and I was just saying that in 6 overs he'd made only 4 scoring strokes, all singles.
reshuffle now from the pavilion end, bowling to Clive Lloyd.
Four more. That was hit so hard past the man at mid-off. Hogan only went 2 yards wide of him, but he had no chance of getting across to him.
This really is becoming a massacre with both of these batsmen hitting the ball so hard and so cleanly. And there goes the ball zooming past mid-off. And now that mid-off has been dropped back right on the fence to Clive Lloyd.
Beautifully placed, beating the man at cover. And beating him into the fence as well. Glorious strokes again. 4 of them from Richards and 2 from Lloyd in these 2 overs. Beautifully placed again, splitting the man forward a point and extra cover. Easy 3 to Clive Lloyd.
West Indian batsmen are really relishing these conditions. The ball coming onto the bat.
Jeff Lawson bowling to Clive Lloyd. Beautifully timed. Away behind square there goes a lovely shot. Darlington is chasing. And that's Clive Lloyd's 50. And what a fine innings. Splendid knock from the West Indian captain, who was running into form just before this test match in Melbourne. So too Vivian Richards.
Well, just how good an innings that has been can be judged from the fact that Richards, who came in before Lloyd, was 2. And the West Indian captain came to the crease, and Lloyd has outscored him by 7 to get his 51st.
Terry Alderman bowling to Vivian Richards. Beautifully straight and no need to run. He didn't climb it quite as he'd have liked, but it's good enough to bring up his half century. And a little pat there from Clive Lloyd. 50 in 44 balls and 79 minutes. Alderman to Lloyd. There's 4 more to add to it. That's one of the benefits of knowing that bounce is true. Ball's going to come onto the bat. You don't always have to have your front foot right to the line of the ball.
Yes, a delightful West Indian stroke, that.
Greg Chappell had a luckless day with the bat, and after these 2 balls to Viv Richards, he's probably wishing he hadn't really decided to bowl. In the air, and no need to bowl. Straight into the crowd, and almost squeezed 1 or 2 of them in two. There's one bobbing his head and let it go through, and the one sitting behind is stuck on the shoulder. Fantastic stroke that was.
It was flat and swift and extremely powerful. And I think it's just about to cause a depopulation of the spectators there in the...
There's an even bigger one. Alderman to Lloyd. Oh, what a shot. What a great cover drive. Through it goes, beats the rear of cover, and the full power of that heavy bat coming into play there. The timing magnificent and the placement just as good.
Clive Lloyd handing out the serve right to the very end. 10th boundary. Just going wide of Bruce Laird and the covers. Just great power, great timing. Mr. Laurie said that heavy bat that he uses really clubs the ball away. 3 runs needed for victory.
149 runs scored between Lloyd and Richards, and it's been all power. That's a big hit down the ground. He's going for the 6. He doesn't get 6, he gets 4. And a good victory by the West Indians. They were vicious with the ball, holding in particular bowling a tremendous fire. And now Richards and Lloyd have gone on to 2 for 190. Only 30 overs. Great entertainment and great batting.
Well, that really was something. A marvellous exhibition of stroke play from those two great cricketers, Clyde Lloyd and Vivian Richards. Superb stuff for a crowd of 25,000. They didn't enjoy very much seeing Australia beaten, but everyone